What is up, guys? Sawcasm here, and today I'm going to be playing some Tychus, the ranged assassin. What the heck did they do to his face? He looks like Gronk from the Emperor's New Groove. And yeah, so we're going to hop into a quick match and go for a very assassin-y build and do a ton of damage and, you know, shoot people in the face. Pew, pew, pew.
Hell, it's about...
Okay, guys, here we go as Gronk from the Emperor's New Groove. We are playing on the new map, a relatively new map, the Spider Tomb Queen map, and Arthas asking what lane is, because I'm pretty sure, like, no one knows what are the best lanes at this point, but I think that a 2-1-2 lane setup is actually not bad. I don't feel like the bottom, well, actually a 2-2-1 would be better in my opinion, because the bottom, isn't as close to the rest of the map. Kind of, you see the top and the mid are kind of really close. You could do a lot of rotations, stuff like that. And so go over our skills real quick. Our Q is overkill. Basically, you pick a target and it kind of shoots in a cone around that target, kind of facing out from our minigun. Our W, frag grenade, you use it in an area, and it also has a knockback effect, decent damage. And our E is a kind of dash run and gun. And yeah, so pretty good. Our passive, it is our chain gun, or minigun rather, which obviously charges up and gets more attack speed over time. After 4 basic attacks, it reaches the max attack speed. So a little bit about this map, which, oh, by the way, I'm going to take my passive. I'm going to take the bonus damage to the main target on the overkill. Let's see what's going on top. This is the benefit of this lane setup, where it's so small and we can really just throw out our Q on Malfurion just to harass them a little bit, hopefully help my team push these guys out a little bit. I'm going to toss out my frag grenade on the Vala, obviously. Really, I mean, I wouldn't say that focusing the Malfurion and the healer is always the right choice, but if you are focusing the other person that in a lane with a healer and not a healer, the healer is just going to heal up the not healer. Obviously, they can heal themselves as well, but they don't really have as much escape potential as most other characters, such as Vala, do. So we're a little bit low on health. That's okay. We're going to take a sip. Illidan wants to be aggressive. Let him be aggressive. Let's toss out a frag grenade to... I thought Illidan was going to block all those Qs. That would have really not been fun. But yeah, our ultimate will show a little bit later, obviously, as we get it, our heroic ability. And by the way, the teammates I have on my team are Arthas, Vala, Nazeebo, as Nazeebo is throwing... Nazeebo? What the heck did I just say? Nazeebo throws some spider and some zombies in front of the Illidan's away, so that's really good use of that zombie wall to block them from escaping. And it looks like I'm going to head top just because Nazeebo is fine over here. And unfortunately, I let them get the turn in for the crystals, but we are able to do a ton of damage to Malfurion. Can we get the kill? We are able to get the kill. I am super low, taken out by Vala and that tower. A little bit too aggressive on my part, but we do have now a level lead. They have turned in 9 crystals, us 0, and I did lose. No, I think my team picked up the crystals. I don't know. But I should have turned in before I went to Granko up there. So we're going to take... we're going to take Vampiric Assault. We do have some other skills we could take to increase our survivability, which I think I'm going to go for a more kind of survival build in the sense that we're going to get a lot of healing because he doesn't really have any other way to heal, and we don't have a healer. So, yeah, obviously I could build for more of an assassin, kind of get in, do a ton of damage, and then get out, but I think I'm just going to go for this, which will allow us to, in turn, stay alive longer, do more damage, and also do a lot of siege damage, which I think is going to be important pushing with the spiders in this map, which, in case you guys don't know, basically how this map works. Oh, let's see what's going on down here, because it looks like Sylvanas is backing up, and... oh! Okay, so a lot of action going here. Tossing a frag grenade. Gonna back up because there's a lot of people here, and I'm gonna have to escape through this fire and flames, like that band of which I can't remember their name at the time. Gonna try... oh, sorry, buddy. I wish I could have tossed that out, but he didn't drop any gems. He did turn them in, so it's good. It's not that big of a deal that he died. We are not getting any XP top, so if someone could soak top, that'd be great. And Tyrande is going to go to turn in these gems. So basically how this works is once you have the amount of gems that is required at the bottom right, your team summons 3 spider minions, and they do a ton of damage, 1 in each lane, so they're really good, obviously. And yeah, so you really want to focus on that right now. And it goes up each time. So each time you get the 3 spider minions, the amounts necessary that you need to turn in before you summon them goes up. So right now it's 50-50. This is what it starts at. And that means that right now neither of us have turned in enough to get these spiders, giant spiders. So we're able to take out this extremely overly aggressive Illidan. You got to be careful there, buddy. By the way, these guys, these little buddies, these little bucko spider minions are the ones that drop the gems. So you don't want to kill them in the tower range, obviously, because then you get you have to walk into the tower to get them. Come on, team. Pick up the gems. Pick up the gems. That is my best Jamaican accent. No, I'm not racist. I'm sorry if that offends you. I'm just joking, and I'm terrible at accents. So next thing we're going to be taking is First Aid, which gives us a heal over time with as an active skill as we just used to get a nice boost in healing. And Arthur's taken a ton of damage. The crystals over here, I'm going to see. Oh, I'm not going to be able to take that one just because it's too much too risky. But I am going to turn these in. Oh, it looks like Nazeebo is going to have just enough for us to be able to get our spiders. So you're going to see they're going to come in and start pushing the lanes, one in each lane. They have different skills, 2 different skills, I believe. I'm going to pick these up just because I need to turn in anyway soon. And yeah, they have 2 different skills. Let's oh, sorry for keeping the camera locked, by the way. Well, not sorry, but I mean, sorry if that offends you. Oh my god, I just use it sometimes when I need to like kind of locate my character and I'm in a fight, need to see where he is, whatever, something like that. So gonna use my frag grenade to keep them off my spider a little bit, just like, hey, get away from my spider. I don't like you touching my spider. And they're also pushing in the other lanes right now, so we're doing a ton of pushing. We have a 2-level lead, so it's really good. Gonna use overkill on this thing, probably a mistake considering I could just be ramping up my auto attack, a speed which would do more damage, and we would also get some healing. So I should have been doing that. I don't know why I queued it by accident, but yeah. Nazeebo pushing up, being a little bit too aggressive in my opinion. She's really low and she's very squishy. She doesn't have an escape. Arthas, meanwhile, has a lot of strong crowd control. You know, slows and stuff. Not hard crowd control like a stun or anything, but, you know, that could potentially be enough to lock down a Nazeebo who doesn't have any good escape. So looks like Illidan is hopping on my teammate, and I'm going to try to focus my attention on him and try to keep my Nazeebo alive, because if we could do that, then obviously he could dish out a ton of uncontested damage if he is indeed uncontested. So yeah, I believe all the spiders are taken out except for the bottom. Not much health left, so he's about to get taken out, and we are going to go back to lanes to get some XP. By the way, when the spiders come up, they're... Oh, Mount Furion coming in, and you gotta be careful over here, because they could obviously come from the little smoke and then just Granko you without even seeing. So my teammate's coming in, my Vala... Oh, as is Illidan, so we're gonna heal up with our 1 skill and pick up the Odin. Okay, yeah, so we picked up the Odin, which is basically allows us to go into this giant transformer mech guy. Obviously, if you play StarCraft, I think it's like called the Thor or something like that. I don't know. I haven't played too much StarCraft. That's not really my area of expertise. I played a little bit, but I got owned and just didn't want to invest the time to get really good, because that is definitely a hard game to get super good at. So gonna toss out frag grenade here. I would like to potentially Odin up here, but I don't think we're gonna get an opportunity. Okay, so I'm gonna do it just so we can get this siege tower down. If anything, even if we can't get the kills, we will be able to get this tower down, hopefully. And that's what I'm gonna use it for, because you can do a ton of any kind of damage you want. You pick it. You want some damage, you tell Odin what kind of damage you want, and Odin will deliver for you. So yeah, we're just doing a ton of damage from a really big range. It used to actually give you a new health bar, so you could use it as kind of a get out of jail free card when you're taking a lot of damage, but it doesn't do that anymore. Still a very good skill. I think a lot of people are picking up the laser now, which is also a good skill, a little bit different in terms of use and when you want to use it. But overall, I wouldn't say I necessarily... Oh, a lot of damage coming out from the enemy team, and a lot of enemy team members are coming here. I'm just gonna have to back up just because this fight is not going well for my team. Illidan pretty low, but Arthas, I don't know why you don't want to risk that, especially since I have 13 gems. I really don't want to risk the death here. So, buddy, you got to get out of there, dude. They're all there. I could throw a frag grenade, but unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to let you... okay, I'm gonna come try to throw a frag grenade for my buddy here just because... Okay, so now Vala is coming in, and it's a whole different ball game considering we both have enough damage to take pretty much anyone out almost instantly, so that is really good. They're not too tanky. I'm not worried about taking the problem solver, aka the giant killer. We're going to be taking... do we need more damage, or should we go for some utility? Okay, well, right now let's focus on killing this Illidan. Well, if I had the more damage, you could have killed the Illidan, and if you had the utility, you could have stopped him from killing your teammate. No, okay, so we're going to pick up the problem solver to actually just do a little bit extra damage, even though they're not super tanky, just for the fact that it could potentially help us secure some kills and stuff that maybe normally we wouldn't be able to get. So the power of Odin, be able to kill people from so far away, do tons of damage, siege or not, from all these people. We could still use the first aid kit, sorry I forgot the name of that, while in the Odin. Should be attacking the towers right now instead of the minions, but we are doing really sufficient amount of damage to it. Even the frag grenade does a lot of siege damage on Tychus, so you really just want to be taking advantage of all of his skills when possible, whether on siege or not, because it's a good balance. Now, they do have the web weavers up, so we have to be super careful. Really have to retreat now. This is not the time you want to be pushing forward when the enemies have the web weavers. You really want to take these down as soon as possible, because they are just going to destroy our minion waves. But they have a skill that can literally send out a wave that will destroy our minion wave in one kind of sweep. So just one skill to destroy our entire minion wave. That means they're going to be doing a lot of pushing and stuff like that. So they're getting super aggressive, and that is the wave right there, I believe. I believe he has 2 wave skills, but that one does a lot of damage to minions. So yeah, we're gonna get some good healing on this, so that is the good thing. These spider minions, nothing too crazy to deal with. I think they're at the boss now, so I'm just gonna ping it just to be careful. I don't want to head in there because they could definitely just take me out. Now that I'm at recovering, getting some health, I could head in here, just check. Okay, so they are not at the boss. Oh, bad call on my part. Well, not a bad call, but a wrong call on my part, but it's all good. We all make them. Don't lie. Don't say you don't, because you must, or else you're not human. If you're not human, hit me up. Maybe we could, I don't know, we could like collaborate on a video, because I would love to collaborate with someone who's not human. I've never done that before. Oh, my dog. I think I made a video of my dog. Well, okay, Sylvanas getting way too aggressive. What the heck are you doing there, buddy? He's getting a little bit of healing, but that, in my opinion, was a really poor play. You definitely don't want to do that, especially if you don't know if your team is going to follow up. And they're losing this gem here. That means those big gems are obviously worth more, so they just lost a bunch of gems. If you are going to do that, go balls to the wall. You want to at least make sure that you're not going to basically lose a bunch of resources for your team and set your team pretty far back. So I'm going to be doing some decent siege damage between both myself and the spiders, but we are getting pushed back a little bit. Team being a little bit hesitant, which I don't blame them. It's not a bad call to be careful here in this situation, but Odin coming down now, so we're just going to be careful and try to take these towers out as soon as possible as the Tyrande stun comes down on my teammates. Arth is playing super aggressive on the Tyrande. I'm really hungry for blood. I am going to Q her, but it's not going to be enough, and the enemy Illidan is coming. Going to knock him back as he dodges away, so I didn't actually knock him back, but the failed attempt knockback. The next thing we're going to be taking is... Oh, the fight is breaking out here, and I am stuck from the minions, and Sylvanas trying to push out, but I'm going to at least suppress her with the Q. Going to tell my team to retreat. We are way too low to do anything here. I'm getting hit by the Tyrande Owl. That is pretty detrimental, considering it doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does knock you off your mount, so definitely something to think about. Gonna heal up from the Fountain of Youth, that's a new name for it. And we're gonna be taking the Lock and Load, which increases our movement speed after 4 basic attacks in a row, which is when our minigun is wound up. So that means that we just get a little bit of added mobility that, in my opinion, really goes a long way on Tychus. So very good skill to pick up. A good job on my friendly Nazeebo in terms of that Ravenous Spirit ultimate. Great job, actually. And Illidan going balls to the wall. This seems to be the recurring problem with the enemy team right now. They just keep running in one after another for Sylvanas, and yeah, so now split pushing in this game is definitely not as effective as some other games. So you want to kind of stay with your team, especially in the late game. Early on, heck yes, you want to split push, and you know, you want to get that extra XP. You want to make sure there's people soaking XP in every single lane. So we're going to turn in. We need 12 more gems in order to get our spiders and make another really, really big push. So it looks like Nazeebo has currently 7, and it looks 7 plus 3 equals 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10. So we have 10 gems currently. Okay, now we have enough as Arthas comes up, and I would like him to turn in, but it doesn't look like he has an interest in doing that. So Illidan over here, aka Water, coming in on trying to desperately stop my team from turning in, however, to no avail. So we're going to be able to freely turn those in, and I will, between Arthas and I, we will have the exact amount we need to get the spider web weavers as they come down here. And it looks like my little buddy Arthas is in trouble. Gonna toss back in overkill to suppress these guys here, and potentially anybody who'd be interested in attacking my buddy Arthas. And that is the use of overkill, in my opinion. You know, it's not meant to be a main source of damage, because your auto attacks, when wound up fully, could definitely do more damage, but it's more of like it is an AoE, so it's kind of to keep the enemies away and kind of scared, in my opinion. It's like, oh, you want to chase me? And you can use it while you're moving, much more mobile. So it's like, oh, you want to chase me? Okay, well, you're going to eat all this overkill damage. And it does do a good chunk of damage, don't get me wrong. I just mean that it doesn't do quite as much as just straight up auto attacking if, say, you have your team there supporting you, allowing you to just sit there and auto attack. So we're just gonna hit these guys here as the spider minion is attacking the siege, and you could actually hit them all at once, so that is the good part about it. Taking a ton of damage from this Illidan. Our Odin about to come up, but we are able to turn on them just because we have such a big level advantage. That wasn't really a big deal at all. Gonna knock back these guys here. I'm super low. I can be taken out by Tyrande Owl, and she is the only one up. So I'm just trying to wait for that now and dodge that. It looks like my team will be able to secure. Oh, there it is. There's the owl I've been waiting for. Not even close. So we're just gonna back, and it looks like my team is doing a good job getting this core down and are gonna be able to take it out. Go for the core, guys. You don't need to kill those minions. They have 10% left, so we should definitely have enough. However, I have seen games lost at this point, believe it or not, when people don't know what the heck they're doing. Hint, 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 Vala. Okay, we need 9% damage, and we're just going to pick up the... Oh, we're going to pick up the win. I was going to say we're going to pick up the level 20 talent. We're just going to straight up pick up the win. So, hope you guys enjoyed that game. Pretty good game, pretty fun game. I definitely love Tychus so much. He used to be very, like, kind of #1 pick in every Hero League game I went, but now he seemed to have dropped off in terms of usage. But I still love him. Great character, all that. Having a blast with this game. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like rating. I would appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. With that said, thanks for watching. Goodbye.